Welcome to Yellow Skunk Farms, everybody. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21 years or older, please leave the channel now. Thank you. Check out our monstera. Like if you've been following along, every day it gets bigger and bigger. Look at that new one back there is huge. And beautiful too. I mean, it's loving this environment in here. You can see this one over here in the back. You can barely see it, but it's reached all the way over to the grass over there. Basically, I'm gonna have to pull it, probably put a stake up over there and keep it from growing and pushing everything over. Just gonna have to get a stake or something and pull it. I've already done that once. I've got a line back there that's pulling the whole plant back this way, but as I pull it, it just wants to keep growing. I had this stake here, and that's helping some keep it up off the ground there, but it just keeps wanting to go. Here's another root, wants to searching for some ground. Let's give it some ground going into. And Digger is out here today getting some sun. What's up, Digger? He's finally found, I knew he would. He's found it before, but he can go in and out right there. That's Marco's Pass. We call that Marco's Pass. That's dedicated to Marco Brown, the guy who, from Marco is growing, Microbes by Marco. He was the inspiration behind this build. I always like to give him a shout out every once in a while. Let's go over here and see Cooter. What's up, Coot? Looking good, buddy. Where's your sister at? I see Pooter. Oh, I see her. There she is over there. Eating grass, probably. Eating that dichondra grass that's growing down. They keep that nice and cut. You can see right at the water line. That stuff will grow into the water, but they eat it. Turtles love to eat the roots. Those roots will make it right to the line there and then get eaten. So it's pretty cool. And we are day 59 of flower. And you know something? Old Droopy here has been, not Droopy, Droopy's this one over here in the center. But since I detached, I have noticed that the leaves have stopped kind of dying off. Look at this one. This one's not drooping at all. This one's not. It's had the fan on it, but they don't look like they actually look like they're popping back. This one was way lower, and it looks like it's popping back up, like it's actually got some energy. So, and if I can see it, like when I walk in, I know. I mean, it might be hard for you to see because you don't see it every day, but, well, you do, but you know what I'm saying. I can actually see it. Let's see what that is. Those look like spider mites. Can't tell. I'd have to get a microscope. Or it's just dust. Just dirt. See if we can zoom in a little bit. See how close I can get. Try and see. Doesn't look like it's moving. Doesn't look. It's just a piece of sand or something there. This is the best way I can see. I can kind of zoom in with my phone here. Let's see what we're looking at here. I do know we can just chop and drop this jewel. Bugs and pests are a guarantee in something like this, but what we can do is moderate, or not moderate, what am I trying to say? Kind of keep them at bay. And I don't spray anything. If I do spray some, if I need to spray something, I wouldn't do it now. I would definitely do it, after the fact. I would probably just come along, maybe a little, you could do Lost Coast plant therapy, which is very good if you don't want to make your own. Helps a lot with a lot of different things. Spider mites, thrips, any type of pest, completely organic. They say you can spray it on flowers. I mean, I don't, but they say there is no residual. They've tested it and tested it and tested it. But this is the Jolly Pond Marmalade Grove. Smells like, this one is just straight like funky, orangey, gassy, fruity, lemony, cotton candy, bubble gum. Definitely got the bubble gum. This one over here has got the bubble gum as well, but more cotton candy, gassy. Oh my goodness. Just every day it changes, so it's kind of like, at the beginning, this big one here was more cotton candy bubblegum. This one was more gassy. This one now is coming into the candy, to the bubblegum, but keeping the gas. Let's check the seed out. We gotta switch hands here. Man, when I pluck that seed, it smells so dank. Oh yeah, see, this shell just came right off. Trying not to drop it. There we go. Beautiful looking seed. Tiger striped all out. Looking good. Whoops. That could be a residual. This is a kiwi. I set a little bit of fruit down in here yesterday. I like putting some food in. Got the kiwi there. I put us an old tomato in here. I just cut the bottom off of the tomato. Kind of rotting away, but now you would think this would bring bugs in. There's a little piece of kiwi. Here's the avocado. But pests really do stay down in the ground. Let's see. Oh, the pit's still in there, but look at the. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's like fungus. We'll just move the top a little bit. Set that right in there. We got the tomato in here, just feeding whatever wants to eat it. Look at the fungus and bacteria. The worms will come up, eat all of that. That's what they're looking for, that bacteria. As long as we keep the bacteria going, and everything else will feed on that. And just do their thing. Cycle nutrients. That's what it's all about. Nutrient cycling. And if we can get the critters down here, get the soil food web going. Basically the poop loop. Get everything food, get everything water, light, which what we have here is just that. And they will do it for us. They will break down sand, silt, clay, all that will turn into worm castings. Worm castings will then feed protozoa and all kinds of good biology down there. Look at the dairy cows just working. Working. Dairy cows are cool as shit. I mean, they tear up. Remember our dandelion that we had here? Completely gone. Completely destroyed and eaten up. Going back to the soil. Here's its old root. It might be a new dandelion. Yep, that feels like a new one. It could be rooted in there. So the old one's here. Just leave that right there. That will break down. Our elephant ear is coming on up. Breaking off some new ones here. This is what they usually do. They'll go dormant for a while. Once we flip the light cycle, shit goes crazy. Got a little bit of damage there. Looks like some thrips maybe, or who knows. It could be just whatever. I don't know. I don't really, it doesn't bother me to have, I like having that little bit of pest pressure, because the pest pressure is what's going to push these secondary metabolites, and it's going to create that defense mechanism that the plant has naturally, and will push these terpenes like crazy. And that's what we're after. We're after the flavor. I'm after potency, but I want flavor. I want it to taste good, and I want the whole 9 yards, really. And the way I've seen it is like outdoors, I never can get a perfect plant. It's always going to have some type of pest pressure outdoors, and I think it's perfectly fine to have that pest pressure, because that's what's going to trigger the defense of the plant. And if the plant is semi-healthy, or really healthy during the vegetative state, and then we let it just go throughout flower, and let those a few pests come in and start working it, it seems to really push the flavor. And from the research I've done, that's due to the fact that it is protecting itself, and terpenes are what help protect the plant. The more funk, the less attractive it is, I guess, to the pests. It gets sticky, traps things get trapped there. They don't eat the plant, they just get there and get suffocated in the juice. That's just my thought process anyway. They'll get on here and get trapped. I see black soldier flies. I have to pick black soldier flies out of here sometimes. And just those little triggers, the black soldier fly landing on the bud can trigger that defense for the plant. And that plant will react to that bug sitting there and push the terpenes. That's what they say anyway. I'm no scientist. I'm not here to educate. I'm just here to observe and report. That's what I'm doing. Observing and reporting. You can take what you like, leave what you don't like. That's what I've always said. If you like what I'm doing, you can more than welcome to take it for yourself and improve upon it. I am just here doing my thing, and then I'm going to report to you, and then you can do with what you want. But that right there is a pretty looking seed, huh? I like it. Whoops. Might get a happy surprise. I'm planting little happy surprises all over. I'm putting them on the edge of the creek. I got them in there. Got them in there. We're just, you know, see what happens. If they pop up, they pop up. If they don't, they don't. If they do, I'm just gonna probably destroy it anyway, get rid of it, because I'll have other plants in here. But then again, you never know. You never know what might happen. So all those dead leaves you see, that's just the plant doing its thing. It's sucking as much nutrient as it can and pumping it into these seeds. Pumping it into those seeds down there. Look at all of them. Some of them are ready, some of them are not. But it'll keep producing. Man, that smells lemon lime. Little funk. Mr. Clean. Now, I know the buds didn't get that big, but from what I understand, it's my first time ever doing seeds. What I understand, they don't really get that big when they seed, or I mean, it depends on cultivar, of course, but once they start producing seeds, they just produce seeds. Most of the energy production goes into the seed, not the growing of the bud, which I can see, because I mean, it's just seeds everywhere, wherever I touch. Like, I don't want to take one from up there. Like even this little thing right here, it's just full. Must be 5 or 6 of them just in that little bud right there. That one's not quite done. You can see some tiger stripes coming, but not quite there yet. So, like I said, we're going to go it's day 59. We're going to go at least 70. So another 10, 11, 12 days, depending on, you know, what we see. This one is definitely behind this one, but we can just let them basically just go until the seeds, you know, these are naturally will just fall off. You know what I mean? They'll die off and there'll be nothing but seed left. And that's kind of what we want. Look at all of them popping out. When those casings pop open, the seed falls out, and boom, you know you're done. Check out we brought in more rocks. So we've got the next layer of rocks in here. We brought those in yesterday, and boy, let me tell you, my back, it was work. These things, each one of these things, depending on size, of course, but I mean, 100 pounds, that's guaranteed 80 to 100 pounds right there, each one. So I was just one at a time, boom, boom, bringing them in here. When I went to scale it out, we went to the Luck Stone yesterday, day before yesterday, and loaded the truck up. My truck weighs like 5,900. When I pull onto the scale, it's 5,900. Usually when I pull off, it's around 69. That's about what we got. We got about 1,000 pounds, a little over 1,000 pounds of rock, just right here and here. That's 1,000 pounds. And at Luck Stone, that's 1,000 pounds of that rock was $31. So right now I've got been 3 times. Each time's $30, 30, 60, 90. So I've got about $100 right here in rock. You can't beat that. Plus you get a lot to choose from. So if you have a Luck Stone around, yeah, they're all over the country in America. I don't know what that is, but it's growing. I don't know what that is, but anyway, I appreciate everybody hanging out today. We got February fire today, actually. We'll be up in Richmond. Richmond, Virginia, at Homegrown VA around, I think it's 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I'll be hanging out up there for a little, not the whole time. I won't be there the whole time. I'll be showing up probably around 2-ish and leaving around 4-ish. But if you're around the way, come on by and hang out. If not, we'll see you in the morning. Peace.